Good morning, gamers. The Guardians of the Rift update that I've been waiting for has finally come out, and I got a stimmy of 473 pulls that I can do whenever I want to. And yeah, I'm gonna do them soon. That's about a 10% chance to get the pet, and I'll get some more pulls back, so hopefully I get it. I'm pretty dry. For the past 3 days, I've just been doing Superclass Make, and it's so fucking annoying. I still need to do a bit more in the future, like a couple days, to get through these buckets of sand, but I'm not gonna think about it for now. Good morning, gamers. I realized that I've forgotten to update anything on this video for literally a month straight. So I've been doing a bunch of skilling related things, and I just finished the Temple of Osiris competition like a few days ago. Or yes, and I slept for like 15 hours. I think it might have been yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. But that was like a week comp. That was the most competitive skilling competition of all time. I ended up doing 130 efficient hours, which is absolutely insane. I genuinely didn't think I had it in me, but yeah, turns out I did. We ended up winning, and yeah, it was a great time. Now, during that competition, I was mostly doing runecraft and crafting. So I'm up to 66 mil RC and almost 50 mil crafting. I also did a couple mil XP in mining, so I'm up to 42 mil. I'm just immediately back to mining because there's something wrong with me. But I want to do a lot of herb runs so I can do mixology and drift nets and all that stuff. So before the skilling competition, I wasn't really playing the game that much. I was kinda burnt from it, and I was just doing Sepulchre, like a couple hours a day, and I was also playing leagues. So those were the two things I was like doing. I was burnt from the game because I was doing leagues, which, you know, happens every time. And yeah, I didn't really do that much during leagues. I got up to like 40,000 points, I think. I finished my build, and after that it was kind of all downhill. I went for like the max DPS blowpipe build, and it was really fun, but there's just like not that much I wanted to do after it, and I was trying to max my account, but it just was like so many diaries, so many small tasks, and it just didn't feel worth it to me because, you know, I was already like pretty done with the things I wanted to do. So yeah, that's been the last month. I've been doing Guardians of the Rift whenever I have the chance, and here's the pet. So my next goal is gonna be going back to the Inferno. I've just been doing a lot of mining. I'm almost at 53 mil, and runecraft I've gotten I think 1,000,000 XP or so. I don't know exactly, but yeah, I finally have this pet. So I think it's time for a small PVM mark. I still need to like refocus and you know, actually go through with it. But that's a plan, getting the Inferno Cape and then doing a bunch of bosses for upgrades. I mostly want just things for Slayer and melee gear and stuff like that. But yeah, I finally have this one. So I've been grinding Inferno again for the past 4 days, and I think around 8 or so attempts later I have the cape. This is one of my least favorite grinds on the account, but yeah, I have the cape finally. And that means it's time for a small PVM mark, so I'll update you guys as I go. So I've been doing a bit of Verdorvis, and I got the Virtus Mask. So this is basically completely useless, because in any PVM situation, I would wear the Ancestral Hat, and whenever I'm killing mobs, I would use either the Slayer Helm or the Venator Bow, so yeah, I guess it's kinda unlucky, but it is what it is, can't complain too much, kind of a neat item. So I've just been playing super casually, and I got the Ultra Vestige on 323 KC. That's actually insane. Now, if I look at my collection log, there's a bit of a problem where I have no chromium ingots, and the only DT2 bosses that I want to kill right now are Duke Succulus and Vardorvis. Both of those I would really like an Ultra Ring for, And the only other PVM content I wanna do is Araxor and Tormented Demons, both of which I want an Ultra Ring for. So I guess for now it's just no PVM. I have a bunch of clues on the ground, so I'll do those, and then I'll just skill until you can buy the chromium ingots, because yeah, I can't use this at the moment. Good morning, gamers. I got 3 chromium ingots from making them myself, so I'm gonna go make the Ultra Ring now. I spent the entire time leading up to it being like, oh yeah, don't fuck this up, and I brought the full Berserker ring to Beard this year, but that's the Ultra Ring. So yeah, I'm gonna do some Slayer, and the goal is to get all the items from Eraxor and Tormented Demons. Or, I'm not gonna get the stuff from Tormented Demons, but you know what I mean. Good morning, gamers. I've been doing Slayer for like the past week, and I've just been doing bosses basically. I've gotten like a decent amount of money for the main, so I got Premier membership, which is pretty nice to just not have to worry about that. But I finally got another Rexer task, so I have to figure out my gear setup for it, but yeah, that's one of the main goals for this entire Slayer arc, and yeah, hopefully I get some drops. And that's my first drop from a Rexer. Now, the halberd isn't particularly good for me because I already have the Sailor, and once I have an Avernic, the Sailor is just better than the halberd, like basically everywhere. But since I don't have the Avernic yet, it could have some uses maybe. I don't know if it's like good for Taub or something, but yeah, I'll keep it around, but not super exciting. I've been getting a lot of grotesque guardians tasks. I'm up to 850 kill count, and I got the jar of stone, so that's pretty cool. I'm still looking for the pet, but that's gonna be nice for the POH. I've been doing master clues today, and I got the ring of third age, so I guess that's kinda cool. I'm never gonna take it out of my POH, but you know, nice to see. For the past month I've been super casually doing Slayer, and I finally got a pet, the Hell Puppy. That's insanely cool. I've been doing some Tormented Demons. I got super spooned on the first 2 drops, and I just haven't gotten anything since. So yeah, I have 1 claw, 1 synapse. I've also been trying to do a Rexor, and I'm missing 1 halberd piece and the Rancor. So I gotta decide whether I start skipping Serb now, because I do want a second Smoldering Stone, but I don't know if it's like super worth going for. I have to do some math to like figure that out. I've also, for whatever reason, gotten a bunch of jars. I got the Kraken jar, and I also got the Rexer jar, so that's pretty neat, but yeah, it's not something I'm like super specifically going for, but you know, it's always cool to have like more things. And that's the Rancor. I just need the Noxious Halberd now, and then I'm moving on from Slayer. I'm gonna do Tormented Demons off task once I get to those, and yeah, that's basically everything I need for now. I will do more Rexer in the future to get the recolor and the pet, obviously, but I kinda wanna move on into actual PVM. Good morning, gamers. I'm currently doing some attempts at the Colosseum, cause I finished the Rexer, and I also finished Tormented Demons, so I'm just gonna be doing a bit of PVM. The idea is to just keep doing Colosseum, and then learn Taub relatively soon, and hopefully get an Avernic. So, Yama came out 48 hours ago, and I've been sending a fair amount. I'm at 64 KC right now. I've gotten the Oathplate Helm, and before Yama came out, I was doing some learner Taubs, and I've gotten 7 KC, no drops yet of course, but I'm having a lot of fun with that. Obviously, Oathplate is a pretty huge upgrade, so I want to get that done before going back to Taub. I've also been working through my generic Slayer drop, so I'm at 53 mil smithing, and that's the majority of what I've been doing. And I also banked a lot of herblore, so I have a bunch of seeds, and I've been doing Harrowlander runs mostly, so hopefully I'll bank a lot of stuff for mixology. This is pretty insane, but I did 5 more Yama kills and I got the off-plate chest. So I think realistically I'm gonna make the legs with shards just because of how the odds work out. But this is an insanely spooned log. Like, I haven't even gotten a dossier yet. So my luck at Yama has been continuing. I got a dupe off-plate chest and I didn't even mention that because I don't really like mentioning dupes. And I also got a soul flame horn. So these have all been duos, and this is insanely lucky. I'm actually really hoping that I don't spoon the legs, because I want to do the 850 kc for the shards, because I think the boss is genuinely fun, and yeah, I don't want to stop doing it anytime soon. So hopefully I have an excuse. Normally I would always have the reasoning, well, I want to go for the pet at some point anyway, so I can keep doing the boss. But with Yama specifically, the contract system means that I can basically buy the pet contracts on a main and then just have someone duo with me and just pay for the pet rolls. And that doesn't seem that fun to do right now. So this is definitely one of the pets that I'm gonna be waiting on for a long time. So yeah, hopefully I at least get to do the boss for the shards for, a couple more months maybe. It's kinda hard to find duos. Because everyone at this point is still doing completely different strategies. And it's pretty inconvenient going up to people and asking like, okay, so how do you want to handle each part of the fight? Because you can absolutely PK someone by just, doing it wrong. So today morning I went to Yama and I accidentally finished the boss. I really didn't want this to happen, but so it goes. I was really having fun, and it feels kind of bad to not have any reason to do it. And since then, for the last about 8 hours or something like that, I've been doing Moons of Peril. I've gotten like 160-ish kc of Blood Moon only runs. I only have 2 pieces and I should have 5. But that's fine, I'll keep sending it, and hopefully soon I'll finish it and never have to do it again. I was really never planning to do this grind, but with the new off-plate armor, this is a boss where slash defense is basically the most important thing, and I have like infinite slash defense right now. Yeah, it's 203, that's so much. I haven't had a chance to update in a while, but I did finish Blood Moon at 339 Perilous Moons KC. And then I went over the Zombie Pirates. I did about 7000 kc and around 282 chest opens, and I got myself the teleport anchoring scroll. So these are 2 chores I really wasn't planning to do, but I felt like I should do them because I've been putting them off for so long. And in the long term, these are gonna be things that I'm gonna enjoy using on the account. So after that was done, I went over to Moxley, did a whole bunch of KC, didn't get the pet, and then the blog post came out where they were announcing that Soul Wars was gonna get nerfed to the ground, and I decided I might as well do the pet grind now. So I'm at 98 Spoils of War, and I guess I'll just stay here until the pet is obtained, even though it's pretty annoying. And yeah, other than those things, I've been just kinda waiting for raid teams. I haven't done that much top yet, but I really want to go for an Avernic soon. So I managed to pick up the Soul Wars pet at 219 kc, and I'm going to sleep now. And that's the Chaos Elemental at 103 kc. I think I'm gonna go back to Moxley because I was only really doing this grind because I already was playing the alt for a Soul Wars one, so I felt like this would be like the natural follow-up. And that is another pet spooned. I did 1460 kc, which is about half the drop rate, and this is actually the third rarest pet in the game. It's pretty surprising, but just no one wants to kill the boss, so no one has the pet. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go either to Callisto or Arachnis. I haven't really fully decided yet, but that's another one down. That's my 25th pet, I think. I haven't really had an opportunity to record the clip in a couple days, but I did end up getting this Arachnis pet at I think 1340 kc. It should be in the POH here. Yeah. So that's been done, and I've been doing cardio for that pet. I'm currently at 1002 kills. I also finished the giant seaweed farming grind today. I have 30,000 in the bank, and that should get me to roughly 100 mil crafting XP alongside everything else I have banked. I have been preparing for Fantasy, which is a skilling competition, for the past week or so, and I finally cashed in on all of the herbs I've been planting and the herb runs I've been doing, and that got me up to 39 mil herb lore. And once I start doing mixology, I think I theoretically have 50 mil banked if I do all of my irrits and trainers that I have as seeds, and if I get lucky on contracts. I might have to do some contracts after I finish all of the herbs I have currently banked, but I'm gonna have to do more runs anyways because I want to bank my 35,000 shoot to finish off Hunter and also cooking. Other than that, the only thing I'm really planning to do for a while is basically just mine day out. Most AFK, but I've also been doing day elk, and I don't want to go to the bank right now, so you have to trust me. I got myself up to 300 mil GP, and if I use that to make the mahogany planks I'll be getting from Kingdom in the next 2 weeks, it's gonna get me functionally up to 100 mil construction banked, because I'm gonna get a decent amount from Sepulchre, so the mahogany homes with the rest of them will get me to the point where all of the construction XP in the future is going to be passive. Good morning, gamers. Fantasy starts today, so the video is gonna be over. I've spent the last month preparing for it. I have a bunch of day out. I have so much molten glass. I have all of this paste for mixology, and also I have about 34k drift nets. So yeah, this is gonna be super exciting, and my next video is gonna be all about what I do there. Oh, and I almost forgot, but I have 200k mahogany planks, so those are for mahogany homes, and that's another thing I can do during the competition. I'm not gonna go too much into that in this video, but the next video should be in 3 months or 2 months or something like that, depending on how well my team does.